So Strevs 2-1 win, good to get through to the next round.
Yeah, the main thing was getting to the next round. We probably made it harder for ourselves in the last half hour than we probably should have done. But credit to Matlock Town, I thought they played really well. They played some good football at times. Although we had a lot of possession in the first half, they had probably two of the better chances in the first half. Ross had to pull off some good saves. And then we were just clinical either side of half time. Cav took his goal really well, which I know he can do, and he's shown he can do all the time in training. I just want him to do it more and more in games because I know he can do it. He can add goals to his game. And then Lewis Bill, right at the start of the second half, ball over the top, took it out of his feet lovely with the first touch and finished. After that, we should have probably been a lot more comfortable. He made it hard for himself, but like I said, always got to give credit to the opposition. They kept fighting and making it really tough for us, and they deserved to make it 2-1, probably just by how hard they worked and some of the football they played in the game. So it was a tough game, pleased to get through.
And a bit of rotation, obviously, with our current situation with injuries and stuff. But was it good to see some different faces out there and get more minutes for the whole squad?
Yeah, obviously, with Roscoe being the number 2 goal, it's important for him in the trophy that he plays, and I thought he did really well today. Probably won't be happy with his kick, but I think that was probably one bad one in a wind. And it's sometimes as a goalkeeper, I said it to Max the other day, if you make a mistake, you get lucky sometimes, nothing comes of it. Probably the mistakes that we've made have been punished. It got punished on Tuesday night, and it weren't a great kick by Ross, but credit to them, they took it well from there. And then giving Ben Scory's full debut and giving Lewis Bill a full debut was brilliant to see. And I was just saying, I don't think I can remember that 3 youth boys coming through and starting all together. And I'm not starting them just because I'm like, I want to show youth. I'm there starting because they deserve it, and training really well. Lewis is out on loan at Met Police, getting loads of real good reports back about him. So sometimes you've got to give them a chance and see how they do. And I thought Ben was excellent and Lewis, and Tom's been excellent all season.
And as you say, Lewis scored his first goal in his first start, took it well as well.
Yeah, he took it brilliantly. It was he probably made it look easier than it actually was. Penny put a nice ball over the top. We said about stretching it and getting them in behind. Good header out in front of him, and tucked it away lovely. There's just little bits because he's young that he's got to work on. His actual finishing has always been good, what I've seen. His movement in behind is really good. He's just got to work at his hold-up play, which as a young lad, I started out as a striker. I had to work hard on that as well. I think that's a little part of his game that he's going to get better at. But that's the reason we've sent him on loan at these places, because there's no better place than playing men's football against the team that he's playing against at the moment. That physicality of holding the ball up, laying it off, and then doing all the stuff that he can going in behind. So they both did really well today, and I'm really pleased with them. And even Lewis Waterfield, I couldn't get on the pitch today. I was desperate to get him on, but it just got a little bit too tricky at the end. So I got a bit of senior players on to try and see the game out. But Lewis has been training really well with us today, and there was another 3 young lads on the bench who, every time they step up and train with us, the boys really like them. They can see they've got quality. So it was a good day for the people, more than me, the youth, that the work that's going on behind the scenes with Luke and Jason and Brooksy and Scholesy, all the rest of the boys. They're doing some real good work, and there's some good young players coming through now, which is real pleasing to see.
And then moving on, next is the league again. What's the preparations over this week? Will there be some new faces in perhaps, and just moving back on to the next league?
Hopefully, yes. I'm working really hard. Like with everything though, it's a lot of it's out of my hands as well, but I am working hard. I can honestly say that. I'm making lots of phone calls, speaking to lots of people, but you have to be right with the recruitment of people you're getting in and players. I'm not going to bring people in for the sake of bringing them in. They have to be, add something to this group, and we haven't been able to replace Willow just because of the nature of the timing of Willow leaving and stuff. So we'll try to do that. Obviously with Rob and Radar not being available, we might have to add a defender to the group. And then, around that there might be a few other bits and pieces that we do. Obviously we're losing Charlie and Marcus going back as well, so we're a little bit light on numbers at the moment. So it's not bringing anyone in because I'm not happy with the boys. It's literally to help each other. It'd be great to have a game where you can give someone a rest and bring someone else in, a bit of rotation to keep the boys fresh, because it's relentless. Pitch is really heavy. All the pitches are really heavy, and we've played a lot of games already, and we've still got lots of games to go. So it's going to be a real group effort like it was last year. So the more good people and good players I can get into the groups that help that would be brilliant in the second half of the season.